What is up, guys? Mega in the video, and today is another episode of Fireteam Shadow. And this is the origin story for this elite right here. I actually haven't named him yet, so if you have any name suggestions, I would love to hear them in the comments below. But anyway, let's get started. So basically what is happening here is his team is getting taken out, and his team are the light blue elite, so we'll go into them one by one. But right here this is just a random elite. I mean, it's probably part of his squad, but it's not like his necessarily team. Right? And it is getting taken over by this Flood combat form right there. Probably not a good last moment for him. And then right here is a jackal trying to shoot up at it, and if you couldn't tell, his helmet is missing, and it's right there on the ground. It's been thrown off, and there's also the fuel rod. Then there is a grunt that got thrown off the tower. And here is actually one of his teammates who is being overwhelmed by flood spores. As you can see, he's got one held in his hand, and he's going to cut it with the energy sword, but he doesn't see the one that jumped from above. So I'll zoom out of that scene a little bit so you can see it. And then right here is a grunt that was hiding in a cave, and a flood drop pod just dropped down, and now the flood spores are swarming him, so it does not look good for him. I don't know if you guys have ever played Halo, but the grunts tend to struggle against the flood and pretty much anything, honestly. But yeah. Then there is this jackal right here, which is being choked out by this flood spore in his claws, as you can see right there. And you know, kind of the entire set dressing is that there's just flood spores everywhere, as you can see them, and I'm going to do one last pan over at the end, but I want to go through every little scene that I possibly can first. This elite is being taken over right here. His body is slowly being turned into biomass, and then there's a few floods swarming him, trying to take him over. Here's a grunt that got taken out, and they are trying to also take over its body. As you can see, two swarmed it, and then there's another one coming. This elite fell down, it's being swarmed. Basically, they're just trying to build biomass. If you played Halo or you know the lore, that's kind of their MO. There is this elite. He is trying to actually help his friend, which is one of the main elite's teammates right here, but a flood tank has got him, and he's kind of just, you know, slicing his neck right there against a ghost that he was actually driving beforehand. This guy's trying to help, but as you can see, it does not look like it's going to end well for him. And then there's a grunt that's being, it's a blood spore going for his head, probably not a very pleasant feeling. This guy was actually getting close to getting away from the battlefield, but then a flood spore jumped on top of him and it's actually starting to penetrate into his chest. And then this flood combat form is actually being taken out by the main character right here. And then here's a jackal that's down, and the jackal down actually is enough to distract the flood spores long enough so that he can get in the Banshee and fly away. As you can see, he's lifting up the hood for it, and he's about to get in, and it looks like he's going to be the only one to escape. Not many of them are left already, this jackal, but he's completely overwhelmed. The grunt is obviously, it's going to be over. And then what's even scarier by the flood is after you lose, you become part of them, so that's not fun. But yeah, that's basically it. And so basically, this guy, this elite is very angry at humanity because that's his team. He sees it as like his biggest failure was losing his entire team against a flood. And this is actually on the Halo ring, by the way, the original Halo ring that you find in Halo CE. So he blames himself for it, and he blames the humans more than anyone. So yeah, we're going to just pan through the shots just so you get a little bit of a better view of everything. And yeah, I would love to know what you guys think. Are you guys excited to have more flood dioramas? I only have 3 flood figures, or I guess 4 because I have an old articulation one. But definitely want to get more. So if you want to see that, please comment below. And depending on how many comments I see, that'll definitely motivate me to get more and more flood. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I think that these are some pretty cool scenes that you're able to make with them. And the flood spores actually make for very nice set dressing. So yeah, I think that's everything, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.